Hey everyone, welcome back to the workshop. Artisan Pirate here, and in today's fun scroll saw project video, we're going to be making our first fall and autumn themed scroll saw project video over here on the platform. So really cool. Fall and autumn is fast approaching, my friends. So I felt it would be appropriate to go on and kick off fall themed projects with one from the newest issue of Scroll Saw Woodworking and Crafts magazine by Fox Chapel Publishing. This is their 100th issue. They are celebrating 100 individual issues, and this is an amazing magazine for scroll saw woodworkers everywhere. It's always packed with a lot of information and great articles and resources for scroll saw woodworkers everywhere, whether you are a beginner or a seasoned scroll sawer like myself. So really neat. There you see the cover of it, the fall 2025 issue, and the design we're going to be doing begins on page 15. So there you see it says welcome fall. Nice appropriate project to make to kick off the fall and seasonal projects. You see it has the word welcome on it, and then it has a nice pumpkin and then the vine that goes up the length of the sign with some nice flowers and floral decor on it. The one here was designed by Mr. Keith Fenton, so thank you for the creative design. And the one cut in the magazine was cut by Mr. Rolfe. So thank you for having a nice visual of what the project can potentially look like. On the following page, they have another visual representation of a different way to finish the project, and you have the vine and the pumpkin and flowers painted with a darker background. And I think this is the route I'm going to go for in today's video to finish it visually for you guys to see and hopefully enjoy over here on the platform. I've already got a few acrylic craft paints set back here over on the workbench that I think would be the appropriate colors to paint the vine, the pumpkin, and the flowers and everything. And got my paintbrushes back here as well. The full-size pattern is located in the full-size pattern pull-out section located within the magazine. That's a great thing about Scroll Saw Woodworking and Crafts magazines by Fox Chapel Publishing. They have the full-size patterns included in the pattern pull-out section. And you can see it's a nice size pattern. It ended up being a 2-page pattern that I photocopied on the copier. And I've already got it attached to our material with clear packing tape. And we're going to be using some upcycled construction grade plywood that was given to me by a family member. It's around 3/16 of an inch thick, but of course with any scroll saw project you can of course cut the project out of exotic or hardwoods, thicker or thinner material, especially if you wanted to stack cut and batch these out for a craft fair, a maker market or vendor market or fall festival or things like that. We've also got our backer board prepped here, and it's going to be another piece of it. And I really like how in the magazine the visual representation of it had a darker background, and I think that's what I'm going to do here with some dark stain. And then I think we're going to leave the actual scroll work here the natural color of the plywood, since it's a lighter shade. I think once we apply the clear coat it'll really darken it up and make the grain textures pop. But then I think when we go in and paint the vine and the pumpkin and the flowers and everything, it'll have a really nice fall and autumn themed vibe. And since everything is pretty much prepped and prepared, let's move the camera over to the workbench, drill all the pilot holes required so we can head over to the Rikon scroll saw and start scrolling. And over here on the workbench, we're going to take the Seiko Scroller's drill and a small drill bit and drill out all of the pilot holes for internal cutting. And you'll see that I have a backer board behind the scroll saw work to prevent blowout of the pilot holes on the reverse side. But after all of the pilot holes are drilled, we'll head over to the Rikon scroll saw and begin scrolling. For all of the scrolling on this project, I'll be using a number 5 Ultra reverse tooth blade, and it will cut through our upcycled construction grade plywood material here exceptionally well with minimal chip out. But anytime you work with construction grade plywood, please be aware that it is not really meant for scroll saw work, and some of the details you cut out at the scroll saw, so chip out is always a possibility when using this material. But I thought with the subject matter of the project itself being a rustic fall themed welcome sign and the rustic nature and the appearance of the construction grade plywood, it would be the perfect material to use. Going through here and doing some of the smaller internal cuts before proceeding to the larger ones. If you guys would like to try this pattern, it's available in the newest issue of Scroll Saw Woodworking and Crafts magazine by Fox Chapel Publishing, and they are celebrating 100 individual issues of an amazing magazine for scroll saw woodworkers everywhere. Congratulations on 100 individual issues, my friends. Now here at the close-up view, you can see me again working on some of those smaller details. And this project has some of those tight V-turns, and you guys know how we go about cutting those out at the scroll saw. I'll go into one side of the V-cut and then back the scroll saw blade out and cut into the other side and taper it down to as fine a V-point as the pattern calls for. But fall is fast approaching here in 2025, and pretty soon the stores will be covered with pumpkin flavored everything. I do enjoy a good cup of pumpkin spice coffee. Very, very flavorful. But really looking forward to the cooler and crisper days that are approaching. And also all of the seasonal events. But we are now almost done with all of the scroll saw work. Doing the final internal cut here. Once we thread the blade back through. And this is the largest internal cut, and a general rule of thumb for scroll sawing is to always save the biggest internal cut for last. If you guys like what you're seeing, I would highly encourage you to subscribe to my channel and also follow me across all my social media feeds under the Artisan Pirate name. I'd really appreciate the support. But once we come back around, all of the internal cuts will be done, but not all of the actual scroll saw work will be complete yet. Now we can trim out the sign to its final size and dimensions, just following those 4 straight cut lines. And then we will step over to the workbench and we'll get our first visual of what the finished design will look like after we remove the pattern. And we can see it with the backer board here. But it is now time for sanding. And for sanding, I used 180 grit Klingspor Woodworking Shop sandpaper in the vibrating palm sander. And I'll sand the front and back of everything. I'll be very careful sanding the scroll saw work here with small circular motions because I did not want to break or chip anything away. But then it was time to start adding some color. And I'm going to use basic acrylic craft paints that are readily available to add colors, and I'm basically coloring the design the same way that is featured in the magazine that Fox Chapel Publishing offers. And I'm just going through here with the paintbrush, trying to be very loyal to our paint lines and stay within the frame that we have cut out. I know once the Rust-Oleum clear gloss is added for a finish, these colors will really pop against the natural color of the 1/4 inch material. And of course you can skip this step and leave the piece bare if you want to, and you can also stain it if you choose to. It's however you want to see the finished design in your mind's eye. But once we paint the little flower buds here, we'll step over to the table saw and stain the backer board, a dark Minwax wood stain here. And this will really help the colors and those internal cuts on the scroll saw work stand out and pop. And we'll wipe off the excess. And once everything is dry to the touch, it'll be time for glue up with medium grade CA glue and activator. And I really liked how the project looked when I laid it on the backer board. And I'll use spring clamps and strips of wood here to hold everything in place. The strips of wood help add pressure to those center details. And I'll give it around 5 minutes to dry and cure completely. And once I know the glue has set up, I'll remove the clamps and the strips of wood. And we'll go over to the scroll saw for the final time for this project, and we will trim everything out. Doing basic flush trimming here, cutting everything to its final size. And we are still using that same number 5 Ultra Reverse Tooth scroll saw blade. But once we are done here, the scroll saw work will be complete for this project, and we'll step over to the belt sander and we will flush sand everything. And we'll go around all 4 sides. And after we are done here, it'll be time for finishing. And for finishing, we'll give it a few coats of Rust-Oleum clear gloss, and it really helps the grain pop, makes those textures stand out, gives it a nice glossy appearance and protection for years to come. When it dries, the project will be complete. And here we have the completed welcome fall sign, cut out completely over on the scroll saw from start to finish, and it finished up beautifully with some nice and crisp fall and autumn themed details in it. Really, really cool. Once again, showing off the versatility of what a scroll saw is capable of making with a little bit of time, practice, patience, and effort. Really, really cool. I want to once again thank Mr. Keith Fenton for the beautiful and creative design from the newest issue of Scroll Saw Woodworking and Crafts magazine by Fox Chapel Publishing. I'll once again hold that magazine up as we get ready to close the video here. But really, really beautiful project to kick off the fall and autumn season. Of course, fall is right around the corner, my friends. Summer 2025 is slowly drawing toward its end, and we will pick up with the fall season. A lot of people love that season because it's just a romantic time of year. It's a little bit cooler, the leaves start changing colors, and the days start getting a nice crispness in them. But really, really cool. It took me around 35 to 40 minutes to scroll everything out here completely from start to finish. It is a very straightforward pattern for scroll saw woodworking. You just attach the pattern, you drill your pilot holes, and you are ready to start scrolling. But it does have some small and fragile cuts in it, so you need to, of course, take your time and let the blade do the work, especially with all of the vine work here in the side of the welcome sign here in the pumpkin and everything. And you can see the pumpkin does have a little bit of veining work that adds those nice visual lines of detail to it. But I'm really happy with how this project came out, and I finished it just like it was featured in the magazine. And keep in mind, it's made out of scrap, upcycled construction grade plywood that was given to me by a family member. You can see the back of it, it still has the stamp on it from where the construction grade plywood was probably like a shipping crate or something like that. But it's a great material to use, and I think with the grain textures of it, it always adds a rustic vibe to fall and seasonal themed scroll saw projects that you make. But of course, when you work with construction grade plywood, there's always a tendency for pieces to break or chip away, and one piece did chip away. I'll have to find it again, but it was in one of the leaves there, and the paint that we added kind of disguised where that piece broke off. So just be aware of that if you are going to use construction grade plywood. Of course, I had a very sharp number 5 ultra reverse tooth scroll saw blade in the scroll saw, and it cut through this material like butter. Again, I took my time and I let the blade do the work. But you can easily depict what this project is. You have the word welcome over here on the side in a nice big bold font, and then you have the fall and autumn decor with the pumpkin at the bottom, and then the vine spiraling up the side of the sign with a few little flower blooms on it that would bud out to make additional pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns for the approaching fall and autumn season. This was made out of 2 pieces of material, as you guys seen as you watched the video from start until now. And the way I do the flush sanding over at the belt sander, I flush trim as close as possible when I glue the backer boards on, and I 9 times out of 10 make them bigger than the project calls for. That way I know I have enough room to work with when it goes to gluing the project on, and I hope that makes sense. But when I flush trim it and then go to the belt sander to flush sand it, I think it gives it a nice seamless appearance to make it look like one single individual piece of material as opposed to 2 pieces of wood that have been glued together, and they always make great conversation pieces. And with the size of this project, it's over 1 foot tall. I believe it would look great if you put a wire hanger on the back as opposed to the traditional sawtooth hanger or a different hanger to where you could hang it from a door front during the fall and autumn months. I think that would be an appropriate setting for it. And I also think it would look good with some fall and autumn themed flowers or fruits and decor, like a vegetable stand, a fruit stand, or something like that, or a fall festival even right at the entrance, you know, set with some hay bales or something. So there's options and versatility for displaying a project like this, and there's also different ways of making the project that we will now talk about. Of course, I cut it out as intended, that was featured in the magazine. I'm getting ready to hold up to you guys, but also I feel like you could cut it out of thicker material and put colored epoxies and resins in it to represent the fall and autumn colors of all the leaves. You could of course paint this side of it. You could paint the background. You could cut it out of thinner material, as I said at the beginning, and stack cut and make multiples of the project and finish each one in a different and creative way. So there's always options and versatility for how you make and create projects. And I really think the Rust-Oleum clear gloss we added at the end really made the grain pop and made the paint, the stains, and the natural colors of the construction grade plywood pop and stand out, and it give it that nice glossy sheen that I like, that you can see reflected in the lights of the workshop. The acrylic craft paint I used is readily available in my area. It usually runs around $1, $1.50, $2. That's U.S. currency for those curious. And it's available in a variety of colors, available at pretty much every hobby store you can go to or craft store. And it's sometimes available at big box stores like Walmart if you were in the United States like I am. So you could really go above and beyond with painting and jazzing this project up. But the way it came out, I think it has a very nice and beautiful fall and autumn themed rustic vibe. So really, really cool. One look at it here as we get ready to hold up the magazine itself. As I said, today's project came from the latest issue of Scroll Saw Woodworking and Crafts magazine by Fox Chapel Publishing, Fall 2025, issue 100, and they are celebrating 100 individual issues of this creative and amazing magazine that's available on newsstands and foxchapelpublishing.com for scroll sawers everywhere. And they always have great projects. You can see here at the top it says 20 plus fall inspired projects, full-size pattern pull-out section included. So they have a ton of patterns in each magazine, and they also have the full-size patterns where we photocopied the pattern we used in today's video. So that's always cool to have on hand. The patterns are of their actual size, so there's no guesswork on enlarging or shrinking them down. Of course, you always have that option to enlarge or shrink down a scroll saw pattern depending on your skill level and what you are confident at making over at your scroll saw out in your garage or workshop. But the design came from page 15, and there you see their visual representation of it again. Once again, designed by Mr. Keith Fenton, so thank you for the beautiful and versatile design. And as I said, the one cut and featured in the magazine was cut by Rolf, and I don't know how to pronounce that last name. I do not want to butcher it, but there is the last name. So really great work, my friend. And on the following page is where I got inspiration for how to finish the one that we've done in today's video for visual purposes over here on the platform. You can see that they have a painted one represented there, and that was the style that I went with because I thought it really looked cool and had a nice fall and autumn vibe to it. But this project here, the plans, the parts list, and an article about it, again, is featured in the newest issue of Scroll Saw Woodworking and Crafts magazine by Fox Chapel Publishing. Congratulations, guys, on 100 individual issues. Really, really cool. I hope you had a lot of fun in this video. I had a lot of fun making this project and bringing it to life in anticipation of the fall and autumn months that are fast approaching now that summer 2025 is drawing to an end here in the year, and fall 2025 will take its place with cooler and crisper days and beautiful leaf changing effects out in nature. So really, really cool. Had a lot of fun in today's video, and I hope along the way from start until now you guys picked up a tip, trick, or tidbit along the way. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you'll click that subscribe button and also follow me across all my social media feeds under the Artisan Pirate name. As always, links to contact me as well as all my social media feeds will always be linked down in the description box below these videos. That's about all for this one, and remember guys, if I can make it or do it, so can you guys. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.